Hello agents, and welcome to our October sales meeting. Of course, it is virtual again, as you can see. We are still having that live element, so be sure to join us afterwards for our live Stump the Brokers. Today you're going to hear from Alana and Nate with Green Title and Alana with Dundee Bank. And we're also going to talk a little bit about some of the things on my end, of course, where I tell you what to do and what not to do. And then also we're going to have Tim talk about page 4 and some of our upcoming plans. Kelly will give out mail money, and we have Audra telling us the new agents that have joined. Tom will pop in and give us some market updates, and we'll have a little fun along the way. As you know, Omaha, Douglas County has extended their mask mandates to November 24th, so be sure to be wearing those masks anytime you come in. Also, as a reminder, even if you're just popping in for a quick copy or to grab something, you want to make sure that your mask is on. Also, be sure to wipe down the surfaces, make sure you're scheduling conference rooms. We do have the new scheduling feature, as you've seen those little panels in front. So we're really excited about that. And then social distancing, 6 feet away. Continue scheduling your copies, your bulk copies with me. And then we might convert to that a little bit later into that scheduling piece as well.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk to you about Page. Now, I don't just mean our core values, which of course we all love so much, but I'm talking about the event page that we have every fall. So for those of you that don't know, around every fall for the last 4 years, we've had a big event. This year, it's supposed to be called Page 4. And what it is an event where we come together, we synergize, we have fun, we raise money for some of our charitable partners, and we have speakers. Some of the speakers we've had in the past have been Joe Nego. We've had professional speakers like Joe Nego, Stephanie Powers, and then we've also had some other agents that are really highly successful that have come from around the country and shared on the stage as well. In addition to that, we've raised money. We've built, oh gosh, I think like over 20 some houses for News Story. Last year when the floods hit our area, we raised money for local flood victims. This really is just a great event. In addition to all that, we've always had it at a really great venue that was equally as good as the content. The first year we took over the Lauritsen Gardens, and that was amazing. That was when Joe Nego was here. In the last 2 years, we took over the Scottish Rite Masonic Center, and that was also incredible for this event. This year, it was supposed to be the Holland Center, and as you can imagine, that's another amazing event. We were looking forward to that. Well, as you can imagine, coronavirus has completely screwed us up. And the core leadership team meets on a weekly basis talking about how we're going to have this event again and maintain the quality and style that we've always had. And I know we've talked about this at a few sales meetings. We just can't do it. The thing that makes this event so good is the quality of the speakers, the synergy, the getting together, and we've just decided that in light of 2020, we're going to skip Page 4 this year. We will have that Page 4 authenticity in 2021, and then the rest of this year, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. We as the leadership team meet on a weekly basis. We talk regularly about how we can get everybody together, how we can safely and in a good way get together. And we're going to keep coming up with creative ways to do this. But in the meantime, we're going to do Page 4 in 2021 so that we can do it the justice that it needs. So thank you all, and be watching for new events coming up the rest of the year.
Hi everyone, happy sales meeting, and I get the privilege of announcing the new agents who have joined the Good Life Group since the last sales meeting, and we have 10. That's exciting. So first off, I would like to extend a big warm welcome to Matthew Lindauer, Also to Stacy Fellows, who made the move over to Better Homes. We also have Jason Goitia, who started out as an assistant for Heather Cheney and Jen Haig, and he is still their assistant, but he also has his license, which he transferred over, so we're happy to have him join us. Also, Bridget Vaca, who has experience in the home inspection side and now has her license as well. Heather Tedesco, who is part of the Welcome Home team and joined us, so we're so happy to have her here. Maya Cluxton transferred over, so welcome Maya. Carl Nitch, who has property management experience as well as inspection experience, has joined us as well. Alexis Troffholz, who is a member of the Compass team already, has now gotten her license, so congratulations to Alexis. And Darla Bankston transferred over, so welcome Darla. And then we also have Heather Doncheski, who has her Iowa license with us already and just got her Nebraska license as well. So congratulations to all, welcome to all. I really enjoy getting to know all the new and transferring agents as we go through the onboarding process. And I also still enjoy meeting so many of the agents who I have not met yet. So please, if you're in the Dundee office or if you see me around one of the other offices, stop by and introduce yourself. And also know that I'm here to help. Anything that that you could use help with, just please feel free to reach out. So thanks a lot and welcome to all the new agents.
Okay, well, hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. I just wanted to give you a little bit of data from us. I do not have the board or the aggregated numbers yet because it doesn't come out until the 15th. So I'm going to send out an email with some analysis, but we do have all our numbers in as a company, so I wanted to share those with you. But before I do that, I wanted to take a special opportunity to acknowledge somebody today and acknowledge that their role is the same, but we need to acknowledge what they're doing and give it the due that it deserves. And that's that Leslie Dollinger, who we all love and revere, has been promoted because of her broker status, because she passed her broker's test. Yay, awesome. She is now a broker, so she is associate broker, and her title is being changed to Chief Operating Officer. So formerly from Director of Operations. Now, anybody who really knows what goes on in this place knows that Leslie has always been in charge of everything and makes everything happen on a daily basis, no matter what it is, and has an incredible ability to do just about anything real estate related, but more importantly, does it in the kindest, most generous way of anybody I know. And I have more respect for her than anybody could ever know. And I can't think of a better person to have had this journey on over the past 8 years. And she has been an amazing human being. She has endured some tough challenges in her life, and she has come through the other side stronger and better than ever with a beautiful family. And she is an amazing human being, an incredible partner in this process, and I think the world of her. And this was long overdue. But to call her the Chief Operating Officer is an understatement, because she is the heart and soul of this company. And we are blessed on a daily basis to be associated with her. Not only because she's amazing talent, but because she is really, really one of the best human beings I know. So take time to congratulate her. She deserves it. Okay, so numbers, our numbers, I don't know what to tell you guys. September was off the rails. Unbelievable. I think the market as a whole was unbelievable, and I'll give you the aggregated data in the form of an email early next week. But they weren't off the rails like ours were. I mean, unbelievable what we did. So if you look at this year versus last year, September, we did 93,688,358 sides, over 52,927,000 last year. So our dollar volume increase was September on September was 77%. I mean, that is unbelievable. We did over $40 million increase in revenue, which would equate to over 1.1 million in GCI. So our gross commission income was $2,550,000 compared to $1,485,000 last year. it is an amazing accomplishment and a testament to your hard work and all your dedication and effort in this really difficult pandemic. And so I hope that we're still doing it safely and carefully, and we're still being vigilant. On a negative note, I think, and I don't have the data, so I should be careful because I don't want to disseminate false information. But my understanding is that we're having an increase in cases in some circumstances in some parts of the state. So we want to continue to be vigilant and careful and know that our health and well-being and our neighbors' health and well-being and our families is really the most important thing. So while today I want to celebrate our success, I also want to be careful to continue to encourage, social distancing, wearing masks, being very, very careful in listings, making sure that you're following the COVID protocol as it relates to those listings, being careful with buyers, just being good stewards of our community. And I know you've done an amazing job with that, and been very, very careful and understand the importance of keeping each of us healthy, not only ourselves, but others around us. So I appreciate your efforts, and I hope you continue to do so. In regard to the year as a whole, even in light of the pandemic, we are up 28% year on year, $630 million over $491 million last year. And we will eclipse 3,000 sides, so 3,000 transactions, which we've never done before. We will do that somewhere in the beginning of December or the end of November. So, because we do goofy things and have nothing else to do but sit around and think about kind of stupid stuff, what I thought would be fun is when Alex and Eden process the 3,000th transaction this year, and there's no rhyme or reason to it, right? It'll just go down the list and there's no politics in it. It's just the one that comes, that's the 3,000. We're going to give that person $1,000. And why are we doing that? No real reason. Just thought it would be fun. So whoever is the 3,000th transaction will receive $1,000 just for fun. And just to kind of highlight, celebrate what an amazing accomplishment that is. So we're going to do that. And I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about outgoing referrals. So within our relocation department, we have an incredible opportunity to reach the highest status in our marketplace again, which we did last year. And in order to do so, there's a point system that we have to accomplish to achieve that. And one of the things that's really important that we get done this year is outgoing referrals. And currently we sit at 25 and we need to get to 32. So anybody who sends an outgoing referral that actually gets executed on from 25 to 32 out of those 7, and we're going to take them in order as they come. And anybody who has one that's in as pending, the 27 that are pending, or not pending, but are active, those count. But anybody who puts one in, and as those hit, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32, you'll receive a $500 bonus on each of those deals, or each of those transactions as they close. And we'll give you more detail on that. In addition to that, we're going to have a drawing. So everybody who put either those 27 or anything additionally, anybody who puts anything in the system that's active today or will be active, either is active currently or will be active between now and the end of the year, they'll go into a drawing. And we're going to have a drawing for 3 prizes. And people can pick out of those 3 prizes. And those prizes will be announced. But one of them is going to be a pretty good prize. So keep your ears peeled for that announcement on exactly what we're going to do with that from the standpoint of what those prizes are. But remember, you get $500 per transaction closed on outgoing referrals from the 26th to the 32nd one once we reach that target. Okay, and we'll have more details to follow on that. There'll be a very copious email that'll be authored by Kelly and Leslie that will go into the specifics of that. But congratulations on an amazing September. Thank you for all you're doing. Please know we are here to help. Never hesitate. I want to talk to you. If you're comfortable, I will meet. We'll be careful. We'll do it right. But I'm happy to meet with anyone virtually or in person, anytime, any place. So know we're here to help. Know that we're thinking about you. Please keep your spirits up. I know it's hard. We're going to get through this. Don't get mired in the negativity. Please be kind to one another. Don't let this political environment and climate change who you are. Don't let it destroy relationships. We're better than that. We're better than that as a country. This is not an endorsement of any political philosophy. It's an endorsement of humanity. Let's do the right thing by each other. Let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable, and let's go out there and do our very best to make our country a better place, however that manifests itself, and whatever your approach is, whatever's true to you. But let's do it the right way for the right reasons. I know you will, because that's the type of people you are. But we can disagree without being disagreeable, and we can. I love the U2 song, the lyrics that says, "Scream without raising your voice." You can have a strong opinion, you can be passionate, but let's do it in a respectful way, because that's the way we actually get things done. That's the way. And this polarization and the vitriol and the hatred, it's not helping anyone, and it's sad. And it's no political discipline that's particularly more worse than the other. I don't believe that this is a partisan issue. I don't believe this is a Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party, whatever issue. I think it's just it's a cultural issue, and we can make our little effort to make it just a little bit better. So let's be respectful of each other. Let's be respectful of our loved ones, because when all this ends, those relationships are all that matter. Our friends, our family, our colleagues. The rest of that, the politics will all subside, and we're left with those really important relationships, and they're not worth having them be compromised based on conflict, based on politics. It's not worth it, and it's not necessary. So I know you're better than that. I know we'll do better than that. Thank you.
All right, agents, I want to talk to you a little bit about settlement statements and making sure that you review them and get them in on time. So I have Alex sitting here with me. She's waiting for one of our agents to submit their settlement statement so she can get their check processed. So thanks for joining us, Alex. I really appreciate all of your hard work and dedication to this job. It's really great. So agents, while you're making sure that all of your files and transactions are complete, please be sure to be prompt in getting your paperwork, your signatures, and everything turned into the office so that they can process your checks quicker. Also, check your settlement statements. We have had quite a few over the last couple of months where settlement statements have been incorrect, and we never want to go back to the seller or a client and have to have them dish out more money. So that's never fun. We've had to do it a couple of times, and we really want to save you and your clients some frustration and headaches. So be sure to just take a quick minute, check those settlement statements, and make sure everything looks good. Hey, I just wanted to say a big thank you and good job, pat on the back to everybody, because we had a fantastic Nebraska Real Estate Commission audit. So we had our best one yet, and not that we've ever had any really bad ones, but you guys have really been buttoning up your paperwork, and it was pretty amazing. He barely had anything to say. It's all kind of the same things though. So making sure that your agency's in on time, getting dates and net sheets and cost sheets and all of those fun things that we all bug you about during your transaction. So, and I want to say thank you to our staffers and commissions and transactions processing team. They are amazing. So you guys have a really great group of people. And even though they bug you and they nitpick and they ask you a million times for pieces of paperwork, they're doing that so that we can keep you out of real estate jail. And also because they do really care about their job and want to make sure that your transactions are complete. So a few things on the audit is that you want to make sure that you have all of your signatures in and on time. So your agency disclosures need to be done prior to or at the time of writing the purchase agreement, and make sure you have your net and cost sheets and all of your paperwork complete. I hope you've enjoyed APEX, which is Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate's virtual annual conference. This time, of course, it is all virtual. Normally, they would have it in a different location, but that allowed us the opportunity to open it up to all agents. We had great participation, so over 100 agents from our brokerage signed up and registered for Apex. So I hope you've really been enjoying the learning. We saw Jonathan O'Gorman on the main stage top agent panel, which is fantastic. He had a bunch of great things to say, and it also puts us more in that national front with some of the great work that all of you have been doing. So there's still more classes. It's going on all month. So if you miss one or two here and there, that's fine. They will be pre-recorded, or they will be recorded, and then you can watch them later.
Happy Halloween, all my masters. Master real estate agents, that is. I am the genie of real estate wonders emerged from my golden lamp to grant you 3 wishes. What are these 3 wishes? Well, what is it you wish for your real estate career dreams to come true? Oh, you want an easy revenue stream with little effort. You got it. Here you are, Master Real Estate Agents. May your wish be granted with outgoing referrals. All you have to do is submit the name and contact information of a friend, family member, or client you know is moving out of the area, and it will be placed with an experienced agent whose performance will be overseen and managed by the Realogy Advantage Broker Network. Once they complete the work to close it, you receive 25% of the commission. There it is, an easy revenue stream for your business. So what is your second wish to make your real estate career dreams come true? I hear you. You want tools to make it even easier to generate and submit outgoing referrals? Yes, masters, your real estate career wish is my demand. Here you go. Pre-made outgoing referral flyers for you to drop your picture and logo into and include it in every listing and buyer packet. And make sure your customers know you can help them buy or sell real estate anywhere in the country. In addition, the new Agent Exchange mobile app now makes it easier than ever to submit your referrals right from your phone, and you can even pick the agent on the other end by reviewing their profiles and selecting the agent you think would work best with your client. So there you go, two tools to help you promote and submit outgoing referrals. What more could you possibly ask for? What's that you say? You want to make another real estate career wish? Well, I don't know what else I could possibly give you, but I'm here to make your real estate career dreams come true. So what is it, Master Real Estate Agents? Aha, your wish is to receive more money and prizes? Oh, very well. Your real estate career wish is my demand. Here it is, the 4th quarter outgoing referral contest made just for you, Master Better Homes and Gardens real estate agents. For every outgoing referral you submit through the Realogy Advantage Broker Network, you receive 1 entry into a prize drawing for one of 3 fabulous prizes. In addition, for every outgoing referral that closes between now and December 31st, you receive a bonus of $500 on top of your 25% referral commission. But act fast, only 7 bonus rewards are available, so the sooner your referral closes, the better. Now, let's see which Master Real Estate Agents have cashed in on their real estate wishes this past month. First, we have Laura Ducey. Laura cashed in $1,441.50 on her recent outgoing referral closing. Yay! Congrats to Laura. Next, we have Amy Stewart. Congrats to Amy, who cashed in $1,987.88 for her outgoing referral. Wonderful job, Amy. Last but certainly not least, we have Tanya Allen. Tanya received a check for $2,473.80. Wonderful job, all you talented master agents. Now, do the rest of you want to cash in on your wishes? Here are the details once again. Submit your outgoing referrals to www.referbettereveryday.com or download the new Agent Exchange app. Well, that's all I have for you today, Masters. Happy Halloween, and I hope you have a magical day.
Hi, everybody. Little heads up on the next two ATAs that are coming up this month. On the 22nd, which is this coming Thursday, we are going to have a panel talking about FSBOs, for sale by owners, and the for sale by owner from the perspective of the agent. Like, what do we really do? How do we represent them? What's the best way to get in to see a home? How do we negotiate? What paperwork do we use? And Raquel Alvarez, who is just a dynamic, amazing woman with a lot of really good information and a very good teacher of that information, will be heading up that panel. And then we'll have some other agents that are on there too that I think you're going to be like really, really happy that we've been able to have that conversation on our Agents Teaching Agents. Then the 29th, please hold that date and time open from 12 to 1. It will be our first Halloween themed ATA, and it's going to be called Scary Stories from the Crypts of Real Estate. So think back, think about the scariest things that have happened to you in real estate, and be prepared, because we're going to ask you to share those. We're going to have some great prizes and a couple of other really big surprises that we think you'll really enjoy. So you know us, we're always wanting to be there and just let you know how much we care about you and how great we think that we as a company are because of you. So we'll be sharing some other things, and we hope that you will all be with us. Okay, 12 to 1 on the 29th, also the 22nd, FSBOs. See ya. Bye.
Hey, everybody. I've got two very exciting things to talk to you about our ATAs. Obviously, Carol has done an amazing job with the content and keeping our ATAs together. And during this pandemic, it's been awesome to see the attendance really go up, even though we're doing it virtually. So two great things. Of course, hindsight is always 2020. We wish we would have been recording these ATAs all along, but we've been recording them lately. So we have started to record the ATAs. We have created a YouTube channel. It's agentsteachingagents.com, and it has a few. Well, I think we've got the last couple months that we're starting to save. We are going to start putting the ATAs on the YouTube channel, but I cannot ask you enough to please still attend the ATAs. The only reason these things are good is because of the attendance and the camaraderie and the buy-in and conversations. So please continue to come to the ATAs. To be honest, if the ATA attendance drops, we may have to stop posting them on YouTube, but because we really need to keep the attendance high. So agentsteachingagents.com, you can see the last couple months of them are in there now. And the other exciting thing is, you know how every Thursday you're looking for the link and you can't find the Zoom link for ATAs? Well, it just dawned on us that we could turn it into a URL. So from now on, starting this Thursday, you can just go to agentsteachinglive.com. That is direct to our Zoom, and it takes you directly to the ATA. You should not have a problem. So agentsteachinglive.com is our new URL so that you can watch ATAs Thursdays at noon. Okay, thanks everybody. Have a great meeting and see you later.
Hi everybody, it's Alana with Dundee Bank. Just checking in for our sales meeting. I cannot believe that it's already fall and the middle part of October. I don't know where the time has gone, although COVID has made it kind of a haze for me. So just checking in, letting everybody know things are still moving fast and furious. Business is good. Contracts seem to still be getting accepted, although challenging, we know. Update on appraisals, we are still seeing a 4 to 6 week turnaround. We have had several reports from appraisers that have even, although they've agreed to deliver the reports on a specific date, they're pushing them out even farther due to delays that they say are beyond their control, which we all know is probably due to volume. We are seeing a bit of a slowdown for November, anticipate one for December. So maybe some of that will start to dissipate as far as the timing goes. We are getting a lot of phone calls from you folks on different things, varying from personal refis to referrals of your clients for refis, and we appreciate all of that. We also want to make sure that you have our contact info for resource materials. If you have a question, even if we're not helping you, please ask us. We'll do some research, investigative stuff to try to help you get things resolved. My number, my cell phone, best way to get a hold of us, because our landlines are very busy, 402-618-6454. Rates are holding. Anticipate some reaction after the election. That is about the biggest update I have for you for right now. If you need anything, please call. We miss seeing your faces. Hope to be able to do something for the holidays and see more of you. For those of you that I do get to see, it's great to see you, and we wish you well for the fall. Thank you so much. Have a great week.
So as you guys saw, this is our 5 years with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. And I don't know, it's been pretty crazy and it's flown by, and there's been so many ups and downs and all arounds that, I mean, 5 years ago, the world looked entirely different. And we say this all the time. Had you told us 5 years ago what this was going to be, we would tell you that, no way, you're full of crap. There's no way. So there's definitely...
That's the official one.
That's the official. Full of crap. You're
exactly right.
There is no way that's happening, right? Well, because we kind of just set out with a quality brand and just kind of wanted our boutique little office to just kind of grow, and we kept doing business the way that we'd been doing business before, and it resonated and grew. But we've definitely had some things along the way. So remember, before we were Better Homes and Gardens, we were Gold Coast Real Estate. And we had quite the offices beforehand. There was a lot of leaks and smells. There was some special old ladies next door making us bracelets and really hard cookies. There was the ceiling came in that one time.
Yeah.
And the first piece of furniture we had was a table that you bought from Dundee Bank for like $50. Was that?
It was actually from First Aid.
Oh, First Aid Bank.
And it was $50, but it wasn't just for the table. It actually included the 4 chairs.
Oh, the conference table.
And yeah, that was our conference table.
Yeah, but
That's where the magic happened.
but you couldn't lean on it because we'd lost the screws when we were moving it. So,
that's true.
So it would pop up.
So if that doesn't resonate as humble beginnings, I know you don't get much more humble than that.
No.
So your office was way nicer.
Oh yeah. Well,
You had a nice office.
we did have a nice office.
did. But you had all those agents. We didn't have any agents.
Yeah, it was just us.
So when it was Gold Coast Real Estate, it was the two of you, and who else was there?
Well, at the onset, at inception, we when we impacted, they call it impacting when you join the brand or whatever. I think there were 11 that day, but that was like quite the build.
That was. I mean,
I think that doubled us because I
Yeah.
think we were five, maybe five at any given time, 5 or 6, and
Tracy Maldonado was our first agent.
Maldonado, that poor Tracy. God bless. Wonderful Tracy.
So much.
So Tracy comes into this office. She was a CBSO. Beautiful, big, fancy offices, managers. All the infrastructure, all this stuff. And Tracy comes in and looks at this office, and she says, "Huh. So this is interesting. So this is where you guys practice real estate." And we're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Won't it be great?" And she's like, "I guess so."
Yeah.
And she didn't want to go. Like the day before, she was like, "Oh, I don't know. Like this doesn't make any sense." And we kind of begged her.
We did.
And she.
We had big
God
visions,
bless her.
big views.
Oh my God! And that was, that would have been like 2010 or 11, maybe 12.
12, yeah.
Maybe 12. But
I remember she asked us, "So did you guys just move into this office?" And I went, "We've been here about a year, actually."
But it's just the thing that really needs to never change, and I pray never changes, is that each and every person is important and adds to an ever-changing, evolving culture, which is hopefully an aggregate reflection of our values. So whether you have 1 agent or 240 agents, it's really not about the number of agents. It's not about fancy offices. It's not even about a fancy brand, although it all helps. Mm-hmm. It's really about people. And I know that sounds cheesy, and people are like, "Oh, well, God, everybody says that, it's culture, blah, blah, blah." But at the end of the day, it really is. I mean, if you really think about I just had a situation coming in today, and I won't go into detail about it, but it really resonated with me again because it was another agent from another company that has kind of repeatedly done some things that have been very difficult for our agents, and we had an agent that was very upset to the point of tears. And I called the management team at the other company, and I said to him, this is what's happening, and this is how your agent is making this person feel. And not to be negative about things, but we don't have that. We don't have people calling that way. I'm not saying we're perfect. I'm not perfect. I have a temper and I have problems and I can be whatever. But I think by and large, it's not our liabilities from the standpoint or our limitations from the standpoint that I'm suggesting that we're all perfect. It's that in our core, we have a set of values that is consistent. And that's the thing that I think is different. And that's the thing I'm so proud of. And that's why it's really important that each and every person and their contribution, not just financial, not just selling, but their interaction and their involvement. And that's why it's been really tough, if we're going to be honest. That's why this pandemic has been so tough, because we really feed off each other's energy. And I know I do. And I know I mentioned it. We've all kind of had this conversation that it's important that each and every person has their place. And each and every person has their input and has a seat at the table and is involved and gives their little bit of flavor. Because we're a culmination of all those wonderful personalities. Perfect now. But all contributing in their own way. Both financially and otherwise.
I miss the sales meetings. I miss, we walk in here and we're recording and it's not the same, and it feels like it was a lifetime ago. And that made me a little sad, having this whole room just full of people getting to kind of banter back and forth before and after, and having all of that energy and seeing the agents together. And I miss that.
For sure. And the thing is I know it's somewhat cliche and I try not to use the words, but this is absolutely not a bottom-up or a top-down organization. It's side to side. Because it's a very horizontal organization. And when I say that, I mean that everybody is involved. We're not big on titles. We're not big on roles. Doesn't matter if you're an independent contractor. Doesn't matter if you're an employee. We all have a job to do, and we all have a contribution to make. And that's what's really, really important, because leadership is displayed in action. Leadership is not a title. Leadership is not even a role. Leadership can demonstrate itself, and does, in our organization every single day. This idea that somehow that you're important, or I'm important, or Leslie's important, or anybody's more important than the other person is just fundamentally false. We are successful as an organization, take the monetary component out of it for a second, because everybody works together to try to be the best version of themselves and try to help other people be. And that matters. And that's not a tagline, that's the truth. And that's why it works. It doesn't work because of the management team. It works because of the people. That's why it works. And it would be wonderful to sit up here and take all the credit, but it's just not the truth.
And it's, it takes us back to all the way to the beginning, because, that's how we've always done it. And we didn't know any different, right? So we built and just kept doing the things the way that we did business, treating the clients right, treating the agents right. And it, I think it worked to our advantage that we didn't have that kind of tint of what a brokerage should look like, because we were doing it the way that it felt right. And that,
we followed our gut.
We
followed our gut. We followed our gut with the offices. When we opened the offices, it didn't necessarily make sense financially, but we knew that it would go. When the Gold Coast office in Papillion, for example, when we opened that, we were like, oh gosh, are we going to be able to fill this? How are we going to have this sense of community when it's so much farther away than our other offices? Space, you rented chairs.
We had to rent chairs every other.
No, you're not even going back far enough. Remember when we were big enough that we had to have a sales meeting, but we had to rent for $75
the
hotel room,
our Holiday Inn.
Yeah.
So after they started,
for $75, we rented her. I was like, it's like what we called around. What's the cheapest room? It was like, I found one for $75.
Like,
I was like,
done.
And we did that for like 6 months. I mean, we did that.
It was a long time.
We're not talking a long time ago.
No.
But it's okay, because it's like, and I don't, not to be weird about getting into religion, because it's not what it's about. But the analogy is cool, because it is true that, like, these churches, they build this great big church or whatever because they get this great membership. Doesn't matter. I'm not talking about religion, but not that there's anything wrong with religion, but I'm not talking about religion. The point is that it's never about the building. It's always about the people.
Yeah.
And the building is just an opportunity for us to facilitate the greatest environment to be as good as we can be. But the buildings in and of itself, they're not the important thing. The people, you can build the fanciest, brightest building, and that doesn't mean you're going to have a well-run or successful real estate business or any other type of business for that matter. It is nice to have nice, progressive-looking, engaging offices. Sure, clearly we've spent a lot of our capital doing so, but in and of itself, it pales in comparison to the people. This business is about one thing: people. And we, I believe, I humbly would submit, have the best people in every element of the business. And that's why I'm so proud, because I'm proud to be able to sit with you guys, two amazing human beings. I'm proud to be, every time I go into an office and I have a conversation with somebody that's our agent, I just beam with pride because we have great people.
Yeah.
And it's humbling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an amazing ride. It's been an amazing ride.
What's one of your favorite memories from the last 5 years? One thing that stands out to me that is just kind of a funny little thing while you guys are thinking is, do you remember that time that we had to get one of our new arm signs in the ground before we had the sign guy? And it was on a Saturday and we couldn't get, I think Matt was doing it at the time. And so you and I had to go put that sign in the ground. It was like, how many realtors does it take to plug in a light bulb? You should have seen it. I'm sure the people that were driving by were like, is this so?
Well, I can't understand because I'm so.
They were pulling it out of the car.
I'm so good at that kind of stuff. I don't understand why that was a problem.
And then it was crooked, and oh man.
It's like blocking it out.
And the neighbor across the street was like, hey, come check out my house. And we went and walked over and looked at his house and all the things he'd done, and yeah.
Oh, is that on 50? Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of remember that.
I think one of my favorites was when we first came on board the Good Life Group, because as you know, they started Better Homes and Gardens Integrity before me. About 6 months later, we came along and doubled the size of the company, but we had to
bigger than double.
More than
You
double.
were more than
Yeah, we had 17 licensees and at that time, and so we had to in one day change all of the real estate signs that we had out there. So we got the whole company involved. We all got the real estate signs with the new DBA on it, and then we made a scavenger hunt out of it. That was a fun day.
Yeah,
Cool day.
that was fun.
And it was our first coming together as a group, and it was awesome. I love that.
Our
That's
first
great.
page stands out too.
Yeah.
When we put that, I think that first page for me and the people in that room and how good it looked and the content, it was
top
kind of
notch.
it was a bit of a wow moment for me that there's something here and these values
And that's the one, the first page she's talking about is we rented Lauritsen Gardens. And Sherry Chris came and joined us, which we were honored to have her. Joe Nigo, we hired him to speak to us. It was just a top quality. We set the bar at that event. You're absolutely right.
And that was a big deal because we were kind of ahead of our skis.
Yeah.
The truth of the matter
Yes.
is we probably didn't have the war chest to do it.
That's true.
We kind of spent money we really probably didn't have, but at the time. But you know what? It was important because it set a tone of excellence from the standpoint of everybody kind of coming together and putting on an amazing event that was not only educational in nature but also moving and inspirational and fun. And I think that's the thing. I would say for me, maybe one of the biggest and strongest event, and I hate to say it because it was so cool, and now we're in the midst of this, but I thought at the Red Barn, our celebration was last year was amazing.
Which was coincidentally the last time we've been together as a group, because that was February 29th.
Yeah, I thought that event, the energy and just the, I thought was really, really great. It was a great venue. It was a nice event. The food and all that was great. But I just thought the energy in the room was really positive.
Well, because we struggle with awards. We struggle because it's not in our nature to honor based on
Production
money and
those types of things.
So we struggled for years trying to figure out a good way, and we just didn't because that was easier. But I think that how at the barn that event came together with a mix of, celebrating and honoring everybody. That's because we're all as a group succeeding and boistering each other up. So it's never about who's beating who or who's doing more. It's we're all here in it together.
My favorite thing is how over the years, a little bit by little bit, you see relationships continue to form amongst the staff and the agents, and a little stronger and a little deeper and a little deeper. And now I feel like they're practically working me out of a job. I see somebody will ask for help, and and then they have 4 people that are chiming in to help them. I mean, what a community of people reaching out. And if anything in the pandemic, the one positive thing is, well, there's maybe several, but the most positive thing, and it's been very hard, is that I think in that sense, in an electronic world, people are more inclined to help people. Like somebody needs to show a house, boom, an answer almost always. Somebody needs, that kind of stuff is cool.
And I think you lead by example, though. So I've had, plenty of agents say, Tom jumped in and helped. Or, one in particular that stood out to me, that an agent said, I thought I had an open house sign. I didn't. I put it out to the group. And 5 minutes later, Tom was like, I'm on my way with an open house sign. I've got it out. And that's just one example of the ways that you're like, somebody needs something and I'm here, ready, done, we'll do it. And that's leading by example. I take that on too. And we put, we push that out, and I guess we don't really even try to push that out. It's just kind of what we do.
Yeah, but I think it resonates, and I think it's a lot. I mean, if I'm being honest, it comes from you two too. I mean, you guys, are always on. Anytime anybody's in trouble or needs something, and you have very diverse. I mean, the beauty of you two is you have such diverse skill sets.
It's very
You
different.
can do so many different things. I'm kind of a one-trick pony. So the beauty of you guys is that you've seen and done so much. And Tim, with your vast experience in the industry, you've kind of seen it all from the smallest of companies to the largest and back and forth. And you've seen good markets and bad markets, and you've seen all sorts of different buyers markets, sellers markets. You've seen the evolution of the business. So your depth of knowledge and background is so powerful in that way. And Leslie's value is the fact that she has done every job in the building. So she's done everything from broker, by the way, broker.
Yeah.
Everything from broker down to, an administrative role, to clean
Plunge in the toilets.
to whatever. And we all have. I'm not too good. I've done that too. But not because none of us think we're too good to do that. But the point is that you've done that. You've done relocation. You've done.
Don't remind me.
You've done. You've done marketing and still do. You do all of this when need be, and the value that you've brought, the two of you collectively, and your skill sets are different and your experiences are different, which is what's so wonderful. The value that you've brought everybody has been immense. And I would say that maybe more important than what you do, it's the way you do it and your attitude. You're just freaking great people. And it matters. Integrity matters. Being good people matter. And that's what I'm proud of. We've grown crazy and it's been successful and the market's good right now. And that's all fine and dandy. But markets are going to go up and down. But when you've got something, it's the whole thing about integrity. When you do the right thing when nobody's looking.
Yeah.
And I believe that our organization is filled with people that do the right thing when nobody's looking. And that's what I'm the most
That's totally true. Totally
That's
true.
what I'm the most proud of in
Love it.
5 years, is that we have been able to maintain that quality person.
And when we first started as Better Homes, I had kind of a quiet little goal of mine that I kind of just thought, wouldn't it be great if what we built, that the people on the other side of the transaction of a Better Homes and Gardens agent knew they were going to have a good transaction. And I have had agents tell me that time and time again, that another agent from another company sees a Better Homes agent, they know that it's going to be a good experience, or they've only had good experiences with Better Homes agents, and that that really makes me proud. That's, those are the intangible things that we can't put a number or evaluation on, is the behaviors and what we do on a regular basis.
That very, very well said. And that is the truth.
And how about our agents teaching agents? I mean, the brainchild of Carol.
That was an idea that ended up becoming one of the backbones of our company.
Yeah.
It's all about helping each other out and being camaraderie and being there for each other. And it's one of our biggest, say, surprises, biggest hits.
Right.
Yeah,
Biggest hits.
absolutely.
Well, and think about it. I mean, this is kind of so apropos because we're here at this time, and one of our greatest contributors, not only but she's been an amazing contributor from the standpoint of teaching agents and just being an incredible mentor and resources. Aubrey's ATA coming up. I mean, you just know it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Next Thursday. I mean, it's just not even and it will be incredibly attended because she's taught many others. I don't want to diminish all the others that have done incredible ATAs, but you just know. I mean, it's just not a question of whether it's going to be somewhere between excellent and off the chart.
Yep.
That's the barometer of it, and that's. But more importantly, she could keep those things. She doesn't have to share those. She's doing a whole new program about how the world looks to her today and sharing those secrets and ideas and strategies. She didn't have to do that.
All of our agents that bring their ideas to the table, whereas, we've had plenty of people come from other companies where they felt like they had to cover their work, otherwise it would get stolen. And that agents teaching agents really kind of drove into what our core values are, which is a big collaborative piece where we're helping each other, we're sharing information, and we're always there when someone needs just an extra little set of eyes or an idea to implement in their business.
And how cool was it that the top agent panel had Jonathan?
Yeah.
And he shared his success. He shared everything that made him where he is today.
He shared all that. Speak of the devil. And her ears were burning.
Yeah, exactly.
But at any rate, she absolutely. And I sent him a text last night. I was like, it's kind of understood that you're this kid that was 20 years old and now is just 30 years old, and you're just have done all this business, and it's just like it's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's like it's not even I said we need to stop and acknowledge it for what it is. It's an amazing
accomplishment. Amazing
what he's done.
And, be that successful at that age.
Unbelievable.
And share it.
And share it. And so those and not to just single those two out, because so many others. I mean,
well, we've had so many that have been asked by the brand. So there's been lots of agents that will either be asked by other brokerages or at the national level to just talk about what we do. So, I mean, when we go to these retreats, we still feel a little bit of an imposter syndrome because we're kind of walking in and we don't, we were this little teeny tiny little thing, and now, people are asking us how we're doing it and what we're doing it and how great the agents are that they saw and how great the organic growth is, and we're just going, well, we're just doing it the way, there's no secret sauce. We're just grinding every day. And how many?
Because I'm like, they're like, oh, this and that. And I'm like, I don't know.
We're not that great. Yep.
It's been an amazing 5 years.
Yeah, it really has.
Looking forward to
best 5 years of my career.
Absolutely.
All
day long.
Best 5 years of my life.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Not even close. Such an incredible. I mean, I've said it a number of times. I mean, what you two and the rest have afforded me from the standpoint of quality of life, it's not about money, but the excitement of being able to go to work every day for these amazing people. None of this was possible without the people. It's about the people.
Yeah.
And it's humbling because it's way more than I deserve, the graciousness that we all experience. And how exciting it is. We have a lot of new agents new to the business in the pandemic that are doing well.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how the hell they're doing it, because talk about an uphill battle, but they're doing quite well. And it's fun to watch.
It's those that get in the business at the hard times, like the people that got in the business in the recession of 2008, 2009, that, not only are they killing it now, they're going to thrive.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Love it.
But it has been a hell of a ride, and it is a function of all of you.
Yeah.
And I can't thank everybody enough. I mean, changed my life.
Yeah,
That
it's
catch?
been great.
Love it.
Thanks.
I don't have
Virtual
anything
hugs.
else. Yeah.
Virtual hugs, virtual hugs. I think we're good.
I think that's